Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching Georgia Beer Views, back at you today with another one. And what I'm looking at today is the Trader Joe's 2018 Vintage Ale. I am so excited about this one, guys. It's a dark ale brewed with spices on lees. 9% alcohol by volume. This is a 25.4-ounce bottle, and it cost me a whopping $5.99. It is brewed by Unibreue, which is an excellent company. They've actually brewed, I believe it was 2015, maybe it was another year, but they have a beer. Unibreue has a beer, La Fin du Monde, which translates to the end of the world, and it was rated the #1 beer in the world, I believe in 2015, but at some point in time, it was rated the #1 beer in the world, and it was a Belgian style Tripel. This one looks amazing. The bottle is really nice. It's actually got the Unibreue cork with the cage on there, very fancy. The label, like I said, it's printed on there. I mean, for $5.99, are you kidding me, Trader Joe's? I have very high hopes for this beer. 9% alcohol by volume. Does have a little description on the back, which I will read to you guys. And it says, unique and limited edition, this Belgian style ale is crafted once a year as a special treat for those of you who appreciate flavorful bottle conditioned ales with character. Our vintage ale is a rich, dark, and full-bodied ale with a fine and generous coffee-colored beige foam. It's ready to enjoy right away, and you may also wish to cellar a few bottles. It will evolve interestingly well, developing more complex flavors as the years go by. Keep the bottle upright in storage, brewed with a delicate balance of noble hops, roasted malts, and spices. This is a remarkably smooth ale with a wonderfully complex finish. It is best served slightly chilled, around 53 degrees Fahrenheit, and pairs exceptionally well with grilled salmon steaks, curried lamb, beef, or tuna au poivre. Brewed and bottled by Unibreue. Very cool stuff, guys. All right, so without further ado, let's get into this brew. Let's get this cage off of here. Pop the cork. Whoa. Okay. A lot of water vapor. Okay, so let's go ahead and pour this. Wow, very active. Nice. Really dark brown, almost black appearance with a 3.5 forefinger of a beige or coffee colored. Well, it's actually not quite beige. It is more of a tan or deep khaki color. Relatively in between a foamy and a creamy looking head. Looks good. Looks like a good Belgian ale. Ooh, all right. I'm definitely getting those spices right up front. What are the spices though? That's another question entirely that I'm not really quite sure. There's almost like a mint type thing going on, like mentholation or like a fresh mint with like a mentholating aroma that just kind of opens up the nostrils. Getting some dark fruits, some dates, figs, a nice bready note, some plum. It smells really good, very interesting. Very interesting looking and smelling brew. 9% alcohol. You're not picking up on any of that on the aroma. It doesn't really smell boozy. It just smells fruity and dark and roasty and delicious. So, without further ado, let's get into this Unibreue. Cheers, guys. Very nice. That mint thing is kind of coming through on the palate, like a fresh mint leaf and a little bit of like a mentholation type thing going on as well. Kind of opens up the sinuses. There's a nice plum, fig, date thing going on. Nice dark fruit presence on the palate. Very finely carbonated, nice and prickly with the carbonation. And it feels very active. So if you were to cellar this, let it sit, let it age, I feel like it would just get so much better. And it actually says on the bottle the best by date is September 14th, 2021. I would love to be able to cellar something like this, but I really don't have the patience. I get beers like this, I want to drink them immediately. I'd be lucky if I have a founder CBS. I'll be lucky if I can age that one for a year. I don't think I can, but I'm going to try. Very nice. Very, very nice. I mean, $5.99 for this big bottle, 25.4 ounce bottle. This is a 2018 vintage. They come out with this beer every year. It's brewed by a reputable company. I mean, Unibreue makes world-class beer. Um, an authentic Belgian dark ale. I mean, it's like a Belgian quad, really. It's almost got like a barrel aged presence, or a barrel aged note to it, like a woody note on the back end. Um, very enjoyable. It doesn't really have too much bitterness, but there's just a slight bitterness to kind of balance out all the sweet fruit flavors that I'm getting with this one. And the yeast strain that they use for these Belgian ales is unique, and it just provides such a um, nice depth of flavor to this beer. Very enjoyable, guys. Very, very good. Excellent, excellent beer, actually. Mm. What differentiates this one for me from other Belgian ales, especially the quads like this one is that mint. It may sound strange. It's very enjoyable. But there's a definite like fresh mint leaf type thing going on, and a mentholation um, type thing that's happening. It's just kind of like opening up my sinuses as I'm drinking it. It's I don't really know how else to describe it, but it's a definite mint flavor, light mint flavor, but a definite mentholation thing that's happening as I continue to sip on this beer. All the dark fruit notes are there, like I mentioned, which is what you want with a Belgian dark ale. Um, it's got that nice, super prickly, very fine carbonation. Um, I mean, it's just outstanding. And it does have a significant breadiness in the middle of the sip as well. Not a toasted or like a super darkly toasted um, bread note, but there is a nice breadiness to this one in the middle of the sip. The body is medium to, it's medium. It's medium. It's not heavy. It's getting towards heavy, but it's not heavy. And of course, the 9% alcohol is masked very well with this one. This was sitting on the shelf at Trader Joe's right next to the Chimay Grand Reserve Blue Label. Now, obviously, I think the Chimay Grand Reserve is significantly better than this, but it's also 13, 14.99 for a bottle, and this one's 5.99. And this one is excellent as well. It's not as complex as the Chimay Grand Reserve, but it's definitely unique. It's different. It's a lot different than the Chimay Grand Reserve. It's got a lot of the nice flavors that you would want with a good quad, um, and it really is excellent. And for me, it is just above a solid A, which a solid A would be a 95 out of 100. It's a 96 out of 100. This is a 96 out of 100, and I think if you had the patience to age it, to cellar it, I think it would get even better, because there's just so much activity. I mean, it's such an active beer, that I think if you aged it, it would just get that much better. Um, so 96 out of 100, guys, for the Trader Joe's 2018 Vintage Ale. Very, very pleased with this. I couldn't recommend it any more to you guys. It's an excellent value at $5.99 for a 25.4 ounce bottle. Um, and it's made by Unibreue, which is a world-class company that at one point in time had the #1 rated beer in the world. So how bad could it be, right? Take a chance on this beer. If you have a Trader Joe's in your area, buy it, try it. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's getting up there towards world class. Um, 96 out of 100. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a great day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.